Hey everyone, good night. I'm Ahmed from ABBA, our group name, and this is the demo video for CS306 database management systems. And let's begin with our demo video. So the dataset that we have used is from our world and data in energy section. So we use that energy dataset, and our project was also concerned with renewable energy, especially. So you can download this energy data from here, and let me just show you. I already downloaded. So since we were interested in renewable energy, and our group, our project was named, Renewable Energy Explorer, we only selected the columns that were related to renewable energies, right? So our dataset is consisting of these columns. There are like 32 columns, I believe. So we kind of cleaned our dataset and converted non-values to zeros. Then we used our dataset on our SQL model. So let me just show you the ER model that we have used. So our ER model consists of 7 entities. Countries and continents are like canon. They are in all ER diagrams, right? So besides from them, we also have 5 weak entities. So these weak entities consist of electricity, accessing electricity, renewable energy, and renewable energy production, and energy obtained by renewables, and it is tied to consumption, greenhouse gases, emission, and energy imports or exports. So this was our ER model. And they are all weak entities since they have this foreign key that is the primary key of our country's table. So the rows of these entities, these tables, cannot be identified without the country's table's key isocode. So let me just move on to the graphs that we have made. So the first graph we have made is, we have plotted, is for the bottom 25 countries with lowest access to electricity. So with also their names, the country names, and the continents that they are in. So as you can see, all these 25 countries are in Africa, which is an impressive result. I mean, there is no other country, there's no country that is in another continent. So it's very impressive. So we can see how, no offense, and I don't want to offend anybody, but there's no country that is in other continent than Africa. So we can actually see how Africa is underdeveloped with respect to other countries, compared to other countries. So South Sudan has the lead in this graph, and it has 4% of share of electricity with respect to its population. So the impressive thing actually is related to the second graph. Here we have countries with most imports and exports of energy. So South Sudan, that we have just talked about earlier, is the world's leading energy exporter. And the thing is, it cannot provide electricity to 95 or 96 of its population, which is a really sad and depressing result. And other countries in exports include Iraq, Azerbaijan, Kuwait, and Qatar, are kind of normal to see since they export these oils and natural gas and coal to other countries. So it was expected to see them in this table. And the other countries are, the energy importing countries are Hong Kong, Gibraltar, Malta, Jordan, Luxembourg. Like these countries import energy since they don't have the means, or they don't have the opportunity, or they don't have the reserves for energy production, so they import energy from outside. So moving on with the fourth graph, since we don't have time, we have top 10 countries with greenhouse gas emissions. We can see China has a lead here, and its follower is United States, and in third we have India, which is a developing country just like China, and the fourth is Russia. And we have also Saudi Arabia, who in which there's also a lot of oil consumption and production, which may account for its fourth position. Moving on with the fifth table, we have top 10 hydro energy producing countries in 2014. We have the impressive result we have here is the China's whole share in the pie. So its hydro energy production accounts for the half of whole world's hydro energy production, which is an impressive result. And we have also Brazil in this pie chart, which is also impressive. And maybe we can account that production for the rainy climate in there. So we have also Turkey in this table, which makes us proud of, and it accounts for the 2.5% of whole world's hydro energy production. We hope that numbers are going up in the upcoming years. So moving on with the last table, we have solar energy producing countries in 2014. And Australia has the lead, and it also has nearly the 3 times of its runner-up. So Uruguay has 1,000 amounts of solar energy production, and Australia has nearly 300. And the impressive thing here, that Australia may have the means, may have the technology, and it also has the deserts, the sunny climate there to produce solar energy. Since it's a developed country, it has the technology, so it planted all these solar panels in the desert in the middle of Australia. So they produce the most, and by far the most solar energy. The impressive thing is the Saudi Arabia solar energy production, which is just 5, and it's nearly Australia's solar energy production is nearly 600 times higher than Saudi Arabia's. So the reason maybe that Saudi Arabia produces this little of solar energy is that it maybe don't have the means, or they don't need to produce those kinds of those amounts of solar energy, since they have oil, they have coal, they have natural gas to produce energy from. So they don't need to produce energy from solar energy. So that may be the reason that they are producing 5 amounts of energy. So this was actually the last table and with stories. So I hope you enjoyed our demo video. I'll see you next time.